Assalamu alaikum everyone. I believe I'm live right now. Please reply in the chat if everything is fine, if you can see the screen share and the voice. Okay. I believe everything is fine. Okay, let's start today's session. Today is one of the very important topics we will be covering, and it is finding jobs on Upwork. For this one, I made a checklist, which is basically consists of 3 parts. First, you should check when you are looking for a job in the search bar, like search list of the jobs. Then you will be checking the second checklist once you open a job description, and then the third one, while writing a proposal to a job that you want to apply, you need to check this third checklist. So today, this document is linked in the description of this video. You can go and check as well. For today, first of all, we will be covering jobs. What types of jobs are there on Upwork? In short, there are 4 types of jobs on Upwork. First one being single payment. I will be showing examples like once we move to the second part. So basically, single payment is a job where client posts a task such as deploying to App Store, let's say, and asks you, it says like, I will pay $5, $10 if you help me deploy this, and that's what one payment, single payment and small task. It happens usually with small jobs. After reviewing, after the job is done, client reviews it and pays it. The next part is like a bigger project, multiple single payment jobs. For example, it can be creating a website. You firstly start the homepage, about page, so you will divide these tasks into milestones, and this is milestones type of job on Upwork, and you can get paid for each milestone of the task. And the third one is hourly, and this is what I actually prefer, because for every minute you log your time on Upwork's time tracker, and you get paid for every minute you work. And that seems honest to me, like very good. And the next one is fixed rate. It can be for no matter what, like the job tasks may be different, but you will get weekly or bi-weekly payment for the work you do. And yeah, I think this is the rarest one. I don't see much jobs with this type, but most of them are like single payment, milestones, and hourly. No time tracking is needed for fixed rate. So this was just a single basic info about job types. As I mentioned, like my preferred type is hourly. One more thing, it has payment protection. No other job types have this. Payment protection is like Upwork makes sure that you get paid for every minute you log into Upwork's time tracker. That's what it says. For single payment, you may get scammed. If this is a scam job. For milestones, you may face such problems. But for hourly, this is the most secure. But that doesn't mean these ones are not, because for these ones, usually what Upwork does is like Upwork takes the money from the client and holds it. It stays in the system, nor like the client cannot access it, or nor the freelancer, so that it will be in between when the job is finished, and after the reviews, Upwork transfers it to the freelancer's account. Yeah. Okay, so there, if you want to see more about Upwork contract types, here is a link I'm leaving in the documentation. You can check. And now I believe we can skip to the very interesting part of today's topic. First of all, there is a checklist before you applying to a job. I divided like job application topic into two. Today we will cover how to find that good job, the job that matches your skills and the client. And the next part on Wednesday we will talk about how to write a proposal. So let's start. For jobs, when you're searching a job, you basically have these four types of jobs on your dashboard: my feed, best matches, most recent, and saved. Best matches and my feed are automatically done by Upwork. If you have these skills on your profile, it gives you the tasks, like the jobs that match your skills that you put in your profile. That's why I explained like in the first and second videos, adding skills is very important to your profile. So what I mostly do is actually I go to the most recent, because this is like where I find most of my jobs. If the job is recent, you have a higher chance of getting it. Even for best matches, it may show jobs that were posted like 6 hours ago, 6 hours and 50 plus proposals. That job I would not apply most of the time, like 99%. Okay, let's go by the checklist. First thing you need to check is job title and description. What I mean is like you go to the most recent and check, or what something else, like another method is searching depending on your skills. I have searched like Next.js before, that's why it appears. Let's use the second method. Like let's search for Next.js jobs. I actually have some preset filters. Let me remove. It's like okay. Let me remove all the filters so I can explain everything from the start. Let's say we are searching for Next.js jobs. If you can see, it is somehow showing me irrelevant jobs as well. So the first thing you look at, even when you are searching, is like job title and description. This should match your skills. This one's not much match my skills. Not like this is not what I'm looking for right now. English evaluation website. They wanted Next.js. I'm looking for web application features. Simple past tense. Seems okay. Let's just open it in one window so we can then go and check. Let's actually search for React. There may be more jobs for React. Okay, so I have so many preset filters. Instead of like going and checking one by one like this, I have this filters preset, and you can do it as well once I explain. So here it says front-end developer landing pages. Okay, this seems relevant to me. Okay, React Native, I'm not looking for it. AWS AI search seems relative. Okay, I actually do not need so many. I want to look at this job. So one more thing. The first thing we checked, like job title description, is matching. Secondly, job type and payment amount should be within your expectations. Actually, before opening it, I was very like I looked at this hourly rates. Okay, let me just show hourly rate. So this is amount like between my expectations, and also the timing. Let's go. So this is also matching. A job type means hourly, or we have fixed price, for example, or the four types we have just covered. So I basically mostly look for hourly within this range, And the next thing you need to look at is job posting time. The recent jobs are preferred, like not more than 3 days, but I rarely check 3 days ago, like if it was posted. Like it is posted 1 minute ago, this is perfect, like matching. The next thing, skills. They also say we are looking for, let me close it, we are looking for expert here. It says expert, intermediate, or beginner. It should match. And the next thing, proposal count. This is very important. Less than 5. This is perfect. Because like it is less than 5 because it has been posted 1 minute ago. So this is everything is okay with this one. And the next thing, payment verified. Payment verified. By this I mean this. It means like client has registered his visa or linked his payment account to Upwork and everything is working fine. Payment unverified usually means client, maybe this is a new client that has not linked his payment account yet. Yeah, verified version is better, of course. And spent some money on Upwork. It shows here. It says 0 spent for this client. For this client, it's not showing right here. But for this client, if you can see, $7 million plus spent. So this is a credible, like for sure. If you open this one, we should also see how much he has spent here. Let's. He has hired like 140 hires. I believe he has hidden his money spent from here, but it should have been shown if client not like. I think client does not want us to see it. That's why it's hidden. Location of the client. Before opening the job, I checked the location, United States. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, so for this job, it's near to perfect, so everything is matching. The timeline less than 30 hours per week. Everything is matching. So I open it. You can open it here or in the new window, it doesn't matter. And now we move on to the second checklist. Open the job description of the job posting and move on to the second checklist. Is everything fine? Because I don't see any questions on the chat. Yeah, you guys are very quiet today. Okay, next step. We checked everything. It matches. It's perfect for us. Let's check this job details page before applying. At this stage, we check info about client. I say that client is more important than the job itself because that's the person you'll be working for. That's why like I always check this about client section. So payment verified we have already seen in the search list. Here is a feedback of the client. Just like freelancers get feedback, clients also get feedback. He has 90 reviews and 4.86. That's good feedback. Like that's a good rating. From United States, it's 4 p.m. there. Okay, and lots of jobs posted here. It's also great. And hires. He has hired a lot of freelancers and like 27,000, like almost 28,000 hours billed. This client, I believe, has hidden his details. If we go to other job postings, this one is not working. Okay, small tech company. AM. We actually should have seen this higher rate. Okay, no higher rate. Oh, here. So for most clients, you will see something like average hourly rate paid for hour. But for this client, I believe he has pro account or something. He has hidden most of the info. But it's like you can get expectations of how many dollars per hour you can ask this client for. If I'm gonna work for like 30, I'm not gonna apply to this job and waste my connects because he usually pays for 8. That's one thing you need to check before applying. And also we have this hires mid-sized member since. This is also something, as I said, if the client has not verified his method account, like payment method. Do we have such a client here? Let's open a job with here payment verified as unverified. But if you like the job, you can open, of course, and you check here. When did this client join? It means like they just joined today, and it is okay if their payment is not verified. But here it says verified. Interesting. Interesting. Unverified here, but inside Upwork is having some issues. But basically that's what I want to say. If it is unverified, check the joining date. Method not verified. Am I just distracted? Let me open again. Now it says verified here, unverified here. Okay, it's inconsistent for that client. I think most probably payment where he will link his payment method in a day or two, but because it takes time to link your account, Upwork needs to check and so on. That's why this client may be a good client, but payment method not verified does not make him a scam. We will actually cover like the scam job post scam clients in the next week. In depth. For now, that's one thing you need to check. The next thing, past jobs of the client. Also check, make sure that for this client he has like 140 hires. That's a lot of past history. Here you can check the history. Jobs in progress, the freelancers that are working for him, this one doesn't give much info, but the old jobs can mean a lot actually. For example, you can check this React. As you can see, the feedback is positive on both sides, but sometimes it's like freelancer is leaving feedback like, this is a very good client, I had amazing time working on the project, and then the client may be replying with 3 stars, 2 stars, without any review. That means the client, you don't really know what's going on with the client. The communication is broken maybe. But for this client, he has good reviews and he's giving back good reviews and a very good messages with the review. I actually like clients who leave a message with their review. It looks better on your profile, honestly, rather than having just 5 stars. But 5 stars are also good. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, most of the time it's persistent. Here, this kind of work, you can check like if there are lots of bad reviews. You can check automation to fake this activity. Automation software, so it seems like a scam. Most likely, I'm actually inclined to believe that the freelancer was a scammer because no other feedback was given like that for this client. Out of like 90 reviews, he just has this one bad review. Yeah. Okay, so this one is okay for this client. We can let's check activity on the job. That's the third thing you need to look at. If everything else, if the client is okay, then you come here and check this part. Job success score. If are you matching Europe? I'm not matching, but I would apply if I like the job. I would definitely apply. I have been hired for jobs that are looking for Europe. Yeah, it happens. But it's better if you match all of them. The next thing, proposals lesson 5, we have checked. Interviewing means the client has accepted some of the proposals, and like if there are one person is doing the interview, it's okay if there are people being interviewed. Invite sent means client is sending out invitations to freelancers. They can also search for freelancers and ask them to join their project. That's what it means. Unanswered invites mean like I can message someone telling let's work on this project. I want you to be the freelancer working on it, and if you do not answer, it would appear here. Yeah, and if you answer when you are invited, you will directly go to the interviewing phase. You do not apply again. Yeah. So check this once if it is already many people are interviewed or in the interview. That's not a good job to apply. Like that decreases your chances of being selected. And the next thing, I'm noticing that this client is hidden many fields from his job. And what I want to also talk about is last viewed by client field. This is very important. Even if the job was posted like 3 days ago, if you see that a client is reviewing it 1 hour or 30 minutes or 1 minute ago, it means client is on the platform. For this one, client is on the platform and looking for every proposal that's coming. And he has been inviting lots of people. Only one of them replied, but seems like he didn't pass. If interview is rejected, he will not appear here, but most logically he should have been here. Out of 20, one replied. Should have moved here. It seems like maybe he got a rejection as well. Yes, and also there will be a hires field. If here you can see 6 people are being interviewed, and if one of them is hired, they will add a new field, hires, and it can be 1, 2. Some job posts just say we want to hire 3 freelancers, and then you can check how many of them are already hired. Okay, moving on. This looks okay for this job. Yeah, totally fine, like 0 people being interviewed. We have a high chance. Also keep refreshing the page. For now, I have been spending lots of time explaining. As you can see, like, is this our website? Next.js, that client, yep. As you can see, he has sent lots of invites already. And proposal count, as you can see. So you have to be very quick when you are doing this checklist. It has been, let me check how many minutes have passed since we started. Is it like 10 minutes? Yeah. 10 minutes ago, there were no one basically applying to this job. It has been 60 minutes since it's posted. Yeah. As you can see, it's very competitive. Next thing you want to check is detailed task description. Now everything is fine actually. You can do it before checking activity. You should check this job description. So they're looking for a front-end engineer for landing pages based on a Figma file, match my skills, pride in their work, attention to detail, independently, enough project scope. Here I will go back to this point, but for now remember, give extra attention to what client is looking for. Here it says pride in work, attention to detail, work independently, and work independently given enough project scope. So these 3 they are looking for mostly. And then please mention read in your cover letter so we know you read the brief. As you can see, some or most freelancers are like have their copy pasted already finished job proposal templates. They just copy paste, post it, and apply. That's why most clients add something like this, something like a code, include it in your cover letter or so. So it's very, very important to read. Current site is in render.com, Next.js. Ongoing, we run multiple products and we have always some job for front end. Okay, perfectly fine, clean explanation. I like this job. The next thing, deadline. Do we have any deadline mentioned here? Actually, no. If there are any, you should check. Like, you should make sure that you can finish it within that deadline. But it is actually a good idea to include your deadline when you are proposing, like writing a proposal. Also check these parts. We have already checked them in the search list. Okay. And there are some questions that the client wants to ask. Your start, like country, experience, project, and why should we hire you? There are lots of questions actually. Okay, so I have checked this job. I like it. So what do I do now? Writing a proposal. We have reached this part. So first thing I want to know while writing a proposal is I want to know the name of the client. What I usually do is like check it in here. Let's check. Most of the freelancers mention it in their feedback. I don't recommend. It was Danielle. I believe he is Danielle. Oh, to work with Philip. Seems like this is a corporate account. Many people hiring from one account. Inconsistent naming, right? Okay, what do we do in this case? If like multiple names or no name is mentioned, we just start our proposal with hi. But if you can find the name, you can say like hi Josh or hi John, giving the name. It's basically used for proposal. And the second thing, what skills does the client want? He says he wants a Next.js, attention to detail, pride in their work, and independent work. Basically, you got it. So when you are writing a proposal, if we write a proposal for this job, we give extra focus on these things. We will say, I built this, I built that, this is my proudest project, and I'm very attentive to detail. Like I make pixel perfect UI, matching every pixel, like meaning that you are very attentive to detail. And work independently. I have built like on my own. I have worked, for example, I can say from my past experience, I worked on a startup where there were no other freelancers besides me, so I learned Flask and implemented even the backend of that project. That shows how I can work independently and learn. And for Next.js, I would list out Next.js projects that I have done. I would list out the links for Next.js projects. Okay. That's why you need to focus on the skills. The second thing, timeline, urgency. Most of them want you to start working as fast as possible, and you would want to write that on your proposal because there are like 20 to 50 people already there competing. And then the bid range. When you are pressing this apply to job, you have an option to bid on a job. Let it open. Okay. We will actually cover everything related to application in the next session. But most of the things you would do is you want to select your specialized profile, checks the rate and so on. Let's say you answer everything, and at the end you have this bid. You can bid connects. I mostly do a bid like higher than the second place. It's like 52. so that if there are many people, I can get this fourth place. What you want is like to get fourth place if you are not hired, because your connects will be refunded. 50 connects, this person is getting them back. When the client hires for this job, you want to be at the fourth place, or you just want to be hired. Yeah, you can just not set a bid when you are applying very early, like when you are very, very early. If we haven't spent this 20 minutes talking, and if I just applied at that moment 1 minute ago when it was posted, I could have just not set any bids and applied for, I think it was 16 connects only. Yes, so that's about bid range. If you want to place a bid, of course. Only place a bid if that's the job you really, really want to join. Okay, so there are more videos that I have posted before. You can check. It has the finding job and the writing proposal part in one. And it's like near to 1 or more than 1 hour, so that's why I didn't cover writing the proposal part in today's session. And I believe we have covered everything for today. And if you have any questions, we will spend the last 10 minutes for questions. Okay. Okay, the question says, will you recommend to buy monthly Upwork plan for 15? When I joined Upwork, I was also asking the same question. Like, I watched some videos, researched what it gives me, but it seems like the most valuable thing it will give you is the connects. But I would rather like recommend buying connects instead of buying Upwork plan for getting connects. Let's do a research on it, like Upwork Pro plan for freelancers. There were several things that it includes. I don't have it actually. I don't have it. I never had Pro plan. Okay, profile active even if you take a break. It's not needed for you because you are coming new. Most of you are coming new. What bids your competitors are making on a posted job, it is actually shown right now. I'm not sure what it's talking about. You'll get help engaging with clients. This means you will get 80 connects per month, 10 free Upwork, so you will get 70 extra. You will stand out. This is the only thing I like about profiles, Pro actually, because if you can see my profile, it is just random numbers here. You can just say Sabokhat, or of course not Sabokhat, your name here. You will have your name on your link. You can keep your earnings private. That's only the things that it gives. When you are new, you don't want to keep your earnings private because you want to show the Upwork, that the clients, that you have earned some money and they can trust you instead of keeping your earnings private. The only thing that it gives is this, but you can actually buy. It's better to buy connects if they are not enough for you rather than buying Pro. But it totally depends. If you still want to buy Pro, that's actually good. Yeah, it has some benefits. Anyway, yeah, but I don't think it's just worth it for me at the time being. Okay, do we have any questions? How many people? Okay, how can we know how many people have applied to the job? We can know it very easily. We will go to any job. Let's go. It shows right here. It says proposals. This is the number of people applying. Right here it says 50 plus. 50 plus people proposed. submitted proposals and 5 to 10. This is the statistic you check. And you know how many people have already applied. How to collect many links in one, as I believe this is an off topic. How to collect links in one folder on top of Chrome link. I think I come here and bookmark this tab. Upwork. Not sure. yeah. So I used bookmark. That's the functionality. Yeah, I believe I did that. Bookmark this tab. New folder. Not sure how I created them actually. Quick Google search should help. Okay, I don't see any other comments. We can end the stream now and see you on the next one. So in the next session we'll be writing a job proposal, so don't be late, don't miss out. Yeah, stay safe.